Hello and welcome to GM-BIST construction. Today we are going to learn how to export our DX file to Protastructure. So this is what we have. We have the structure, the architectural plan here, the ground floor and the first floor. So there are so many ways of carrying out a general arrangement. I'm going to teach you a unique way today. There are some persons that will actually do the arrangement of columns and your grid lines in your Autocad. Yes, it's a good one. But assuming you have like 10 floors, will you actually be able to do that in your Autocad? So I'll be teaching you a simple way of doing it in your Protastructure. So once you have your architectural drawings, the next thing you do is just to study, go through it. Yes, know the type of building. Is it for residential? Is it for commercial purpose and all of that? So once you know that, the next thing you do is just to highlight the drawing, the ones you want to use for your modeling. You just highlight everything, or you can do where to highlight some of the items on the architectural design that you don't like. Okay, let me say I don't want to have my dimensions here, so I can just highlight one and then say select similar, then I delete. So I can do that for even the hash properties. I'll try to see delete them so that I don't have much of the items on my architectural plans. So the next thing I do is just to highlight everything. Click W, which is block. So I will now come here. So I'll choose a folder. So I've already created a folder. You can do where to create your folder. I will say Plaza work, and you make sure you save it as a DXF file. So because your Protastructure will only understand DXF file, it only works with that when you want to export from Autocad to Protastructure. So the next thing you do is you just click on save your SI unit here, make sure it's in millimeters, and click OK. So it has now been saved. So the next thing you do is you go to your Protastructure. So I will come to Protastructure and click on new. I want to save this, and I will say Plaza tutorial. So we'll be using BXL code. This one BXL 8110. I click OK. So once I click OK, the next thing I'll go to building setup. Go to external reference drawing. You want to import your DXF file to Protastructure. Now you click on add. So I have my Plaza work here. Click on open, then I will make it active. I want to move. So this is my first floor. So I want to start working with my ground floor. So I'll move this one to here. I'll also teach you how to insert your grid lines here. So you can actually do your general arrangement in your Protastructure. You can do everything. You can do your general arrangement, you can do your modeling, you can do your analysis in Protastructure. I will just go on. So insert my grid lines. So I will insert. I will now switch to my y-axis. I'll change it to 1. I will just follow the architectural grid lines. But after that, I can actually delete those ones that are not necessary to me. For now, let me just use. So this one is prime, 3 prime. I'll just set it. So I'll go to 4, change it to 4. So this is 7. This is 8. So we are done with our grid lines here. We are going to now define places where we insert our columns. So and the size of our block was 230, so we'll change 30 by 230. Now insert it there. So for now, this. Once you have a good knowledge of your architectural drawings, you'll be able to identify where to insert your columns. So I'm going to teach you how to merge this drawing so that you'll be able to identify your columns, and to also avoid the situation where you have your column being inserted at maybe a space which was actually designed for either circulation or for other purposes. So I will actually change this, because from the architectural plan you can actually see that this column is a 450 column. I'll change it to 450. So I can actually rotate this. And I'll adjust it. I have it at this point. So you can see that we have in less than 10 minutes we're able to insert our grid lines and our columns. You can also, instead of you doing this in your Autocad, you can actually do everything here. So let me show you how to match the two drawings together. So this is your ground floor, this is your first floor. So we'll be able to carry out some little exercise now. Remove it. You can choose for a common point. Like you all know, every design has a common point, mostly for the staircase. You can decide to either use the area of the staircase, or you actually look for a common place that is similar for all the floors. So I'm going to use the intersection of this grid line. I'll pick it from here. I'll come to this place. So I'll merge it. So you can see that the both floors are symmetrical, they are typical. So I don't have problem with this. So this is how you'll be able to import your DX file, and also to insert your grid lines, and to also insert your columns. So do subscribe, like our page for more of our tutorial videos. I remain Benedict from GM-BIST Construction. Thank you.